Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back with the summary of week number 4, lecture number 7 and 8. So students, in week number 1, 2 and 3 we discussed the introduction of management, levels of management, skills of management, roles of management, then innovation and change in the management, and then environmental constraints of the organization. Now we will start with the history of management. So students, you can watch the comprehensive and detailed videos, but here we will inshallah try to summarize. First of all, we will see the history and evolution of management. Students, historical background starts with the birth of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. As soon as time was going on, we saw ancient management, where we saw Egypt, pyramids of Egypt, and we saw Great Wall of China. First of all, we will discuss the pyramids of Egypt. As we have seen that there are some pyramids of Egypt in Egypt which have been created, or which were created 4,000 years before Christ and 525 years before Christ. One pyramid took almost 13 acres of land. There were about 1 lakh workers who used to construct one pyramid, and it took about 20 years to complete one pyramid. So students, this was a huge task, almost 4,000 BC. And how many stone blocks are used? 23 lakhs. 23 lakh stone blocks were used. So there were 23 lakh stones blocks were used. So students, what is the basic purpose of discussing this? That the concepts of management are very new, but we have seen before, about 6,000 years ago, that there were some people who had done great work, and they have done the great work with the help of the management. So they have managed. Again, the second example is Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is also an example of a great managerial task. So these are the activities which are done in the ancient world. So as soon as time goes on, we have seen Adam Smith. Adam Smith is also called father of economics. He developed something new. In 1776, he wrote a book called Wealth of Nation. So he basically gave the concepts of economics, and the main concept which we have to discuss is division of labor. Division of labor means he gave the idea to divide the task and give different tasks to different individuals. Specifically, he gave the idea of work specialization, where he guided that everyone should be specialized of different tasks, and he should be given the task which he is specialized of. Next, in the late 18th century and in the early 19th century, we saw Industrial Revolution, where the task of employees or task of human or activities of human being was shifted to the machines, and we saw the revolution in doing the tasks. And then we started the managerial concepts. So in managerial concepts we have four different approaches. First approach is classical approach, second is quantitative approach, third is behavioral approach, and fourth is contemporary approach. Students, history of management is something we have already discussed, where we saw early examples of management, then we saw Adam Smith, and then Industrial Revolution. Now we will come to classical approach. So in classical approach we have two different concepts to discuss. Number one, scientific management, and number two, general and administrative management. So first of all we will discuss scientific management. The concept of scientific management was given by Frederick Winslow Taylor. And this scientific management is also called Taylorism, because this concept was given by Taylor. This is called Taylorism. So in this Taylorism, students, he gave an idea that we should decide one science, one science of doing any task. It means when we talk about science of doing complete task, he decided to do one best way. So he gave an idea to find or to determine one best way to do a task. Then there will not be the importance of individuals, then there will be the importance of the tasks or the way which is being done. So in his ideas he gave the following principles. First of all, he said that we should develop one science of each element of individual work. We should scientifically train and teach and develop our worker. We should cooperate with the worker, and we should divide work equally. And the basic idea which was given by Frederick Taylor, it was that we should decide one scientific method to define one best way. So whenever we have to do a task, we have to do one best way, or we have to find one best way, and that way is the activity, or that one way has to be followed by all individuals. Right person on the right job. Standardized methods. We have to decide standardized methods, and we have to give economic incentive to employees or workers who are doing well. So next point is general administrative theory. First scientific method was given by Taylor, and after that Mr. Henry Fayol, he came and he gave a different idea, where he said that management should always be there in all the activities. For example, Henry Fayol described practice of management as something distinct from accounting, finance, production, distribution, and other typical business functions. And apparently he gave 14th principles of management. So he told that there should be 14 principles of management, and the first principle is division of work. Division of work means work has to be divided, and specialized people should do the specific tasks. For example, if we have to make chairs, so task number 1 is to cutting tree. Task number 2 is cutting wood. Task number 3 is assembling wood. Task number 4, polishing. And task number 5, selling. So when these are different activities which are involved in making chairs, so first of all we will see that we have to give specialized duties to specialized people. Means the individual who is cutting the tree should be specialized of cutting tree. The one who is cutting the tree into small pieces, with measured pieces, he should be expert of doing that. Number 3, the one who assembles the parts with nail and glue, he should be specialized person. The one who will polish the furniture or the chairs, he should be expert. And the one who is selling the products, he should be very much aware of the products and he should know how to convince customers about the products. So students, these are the activities which have to be decided. Number 1. Number 2, task has to be divided. We cannot say that Mr. Aslam should perform all these activities. No, Mr. Aslam will perform only one duty. Second duty will be performed by Mr. Bilal. Third duty will be performed by Mr. Qutbuddin. Fourth duty will be performed by Bashir. And fifth activity will be performed by Akram. So this is called division of labor, and this is called getting right person for the right job. So this was the first principle of Henry Fell. Second principle is the authority. Whenever we are giving responsibilities to the managers, we are supposed to give them authority. Number 3, discipline. Employees must obey their managers. Whenever manager gives tasks to employees, employees are supposed to obey the tasks, obey and complete the task given by the leader. Unity of command. Orders should not be coming from different sources or different ways. Order and direction should come from one person, and one person means the manager. Number 5, unity of direction. Directions should be given by one individual, and there should be one plan, similar goal, as we have seen, as we have studied in first week, that all the organizational members, they have to achieve the similar goal. So there should be similar goal, and all the members of the organization should follow one direction. Subordination of individual interest into general interest. They have to management have to see that if individuals' interests are achieved, then general interest of the organization will also be achieved. Remuneration. Organizations and the managers have to give right level of or right remuneration for the right job. They have to pay good in order to get good work. Centralization. Centralization means orders are coming from the center. There should be only one boss. Scalar chain means line of authority. There is a chain of scale. So these orders and directions are coming from top to bottom as following the chain of command. Order. There should be order, and there should be a discipline in performance of the employee, performance of activities. Equity. Managers have to be kind, managers have to be just, and there should be fair activities. Stability of tenure of personnel. We should give stability of tenure to employees, and we are supposed to give security, job security to employees, so they should not take tension of finding other jobs. They should take tension to complete job in this organization. Initiative. When an employee wants to take initiatives or want to create something more, they should be allowed to do according to their wish. Team spirit. There should be a team spirit. There should not be मैं in Urdu, as we said, मैंने ये काम किया है. Managers are not supposed to take credit of the employees' work. There should be a team spirit, and when we talk about team spirit, we have to see if there is some deficiencies in our employees. The deficiency can be catered or can be removed. Max Weber. Next point is Max Weber. Max Weber basically created or gave the idea of bureaucracy. What is bureaucracy? Bureaucracy is a form of organization characterized by division of labor, clearly defined hierarchy, detailed rules and regulations, and impersonal relationship, as shown in the figure. So he gave the idea of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy means when we decide to do any task, we have to do the task as per the rules and regulations which are already mentioned. So the points of bureaucracy are written here. First of all, division of labor. We have already discussed the division of labor, that specialized person has to do specialized tasks. Number two, authority hierarchy. So we have chain of command, as we have seen that this is a chain, and we have the chain of command which has to be followed. Number three, formal selection. If we have to select any person, there should be a formal selection. We cannot select any person of our will. There should be a formal rules and regulations in order to select any person. Whenever we are supposed to do any task, we have to do tasks according to formal rules and regulations which have been defined. Impersonality. Impersonality means we should not favor anybody, and we should not go against anybody. We should not be personal with any person. We have to be impersonal. Impersonal means we have to take decisions on merit. We have to take decisions on merit. We should not take decisions on personal grounds. And number five, and last number, career orientation. So managers are career professionals. So they are not the owners of the organization. They are employees, and they have to develop their own careers also. So this is all, students, from week number 4. So inshallah we will see you very soon with the summary of week number 5. Till then, Khuda Hafiz.